can't say anything again?
Yeah, I know you've been here.
Oh, no, that's great. So it's nice we have a nice mix. Welcome to the new. Welcome back to those of you who were here last time. I will say some things the same because, you know, it's just, I don't try to complicate it. There's certain basic things in terms of really great food in our diet and how it impacts our health that don't change. And tonight, different than the last time we're really just sort of doing it much more in a formal workshop format, but tonight we really want to get our hands into some lip gloves, into some different things for you to try and taste and experiment and see what you like and what you don't like and see what you might want to try at home. My name is Eileen Webster, and I'm the Healthy Eating Specialist at Whole Foods in Andover. And I have with me Carrie Ann and May. May is a team leader in customer service, and Carrie Ann is our demo specialist at the store. So they are going to be they've already been my helpers all day long getting things ready for tonight. So, and as I said last time, and I do like to, just so you wonder, well, why is Whole Foods here? Whole Foods is here because one of our core values as a corporation is to provide healthy eating education to the communities in which we have our stores. And so it's our pleasure, and we really like to help everyone to figure out different ways to really incorporate more foods into your diet that will really support your health and make you feel your best every day. That's really the goal. So that is why we are here. For those of you who were here last time, you might have remembered we had a little fun with this poster because we had it hidden behind some shades. We revealed it at just the right time. But this is really what I base a lot of things from, and because I think at different points in our life, maybe because of some issue with our health, or because we just make a decision, or just on an ongoing basis to continually improve, it's really good for us to focus on rethinking our plate. Rethinking what are the foods that we're choosing to nourish ourselves with every day. And I also kind of like the word nourishment as opposed to nutrition. While there is an amazing science behind nutrition, what we really are trying to do every time we put something in our mouth is think about how is this really going to nourish me and really give my body the fuel and the energy it needs to stay healthy, to have my immune system stay healthy, and to give me the energy I need all day long, so that I don't have to rely on all sorts of other artificial energy sources like so much sugar that's in our diet and so much caffeine, excess amounts of caffeine and energy drinks and things like that. So rethinking our plate one big time in our life and then on an ongoing basis is a really healthy thing to do because our lifestyles change and our bodies change, so it's something that periodically everyone needs to do. And if you notice, the biggest, most outstanding thing here is, and this is not just Whole Foods saying this is everyone in the field of studying health and the foods we choose, that half of everything we eat in a day, half of everything, should be vegetables. We always say fruit and vegetables. We should definitely say vegetables and fruit, and then in this case, half should be vegetables, fruits there, but not in such a dominant role. So how do you do that? How do you eat everything, half of everything you eat in a day be vegetables? You plan, and you start from first thing in the morning. So what we're going to do today is just show you some different ways. We're going to do a smoothie. So that can be something you can have anytime, a snack, but it's also a great kind of grab-and-go part of a breakfast. For many people, it may not be enough for breakfast. Maybe talk a little about that. And yes, what's your name? Kathy. Kathy's a little scared of the green stuff, but we're going to put some kale in it. And that's fair because, and you try it. If you don't like it, you can put spinach. If you don't like it, you can not make a smoothie, but it's just something to try. And we're going to make some hummus just because it's great. It's available everywhere. Most hummuses that are available in the stores have really good ingredients, but it's also really easy to make yourself. So it's nice to know that you can whip it up yourself as well. And it is a perfect thing to use in a wrap sandwich as a spread, or to use as snacks during the day with some raw vegetables or something. So it's another way to get in the legumes. And you can add, we're not going to do a flavored one, but you can add, like you see in the store, like red peppers and things, and make a flavored hummus. We're going to make a great carrot, kale, and avocado salad. And I really like this because it's really tasty, and the kale breaks down and is really nice to eat even though you're not cooking it. This recipe also is a great example of how it's really to our best for our health, really, to use whole food fats as often as possible, as opposed to fats that are extracted oils. And I'll talk more about that when we get there. And then we're going to do a black bean salad that's got all sorts of great stuff, tomatoes and peppers and corn and black beans and even pumpkin seeds and cilantro, because again, it can be a wonderful summer salad. It can be incorporated as part of a meal. It can be a meal. So, and then we have, you can't let me talk too long because then we have a little dessert for you as well. All right, so if you really want a whole, healthy body, hi, welcome. Come on in, find a spot. We just started. And actually, I guess we could pass one of these around. I'm sorry, the black and white copy isn't quite as attractive, but that's the Rethink Your Plate idea. And I guess just to give you another quick overview, the idea is to focus the plate. Where does protein in our culture tend to be? It tends to be the centerpiece of the plate, right? More often than not. And what are we gonna? The vegetables tend to be a side dish. That's sort of the way that most of us have been raised to think of it. So the idea is lean protein and beans are really important, but they take not as dominant a place. The vegetables are the dominant, whole grains. And then these are our side players. Fat, we have to have fat in our diet, but it has to be healthy fat and ideally a whole food fat like avocados, nuts, and seeds. Fruit in moderation, very important. Gives us a whole bunch of different antioxidants, fiber, but you don't want to overdo it. You just want to bring it in appropriately. Sweeteners only natural and in moderation, ideally. And salt, keeping it on the low end, and that varies, of course, individual to individual, depending on if you're dealing with blood pressure issues or just what makes you feel your best. So we can. So if I say to you guys carbs. And I tell you that carbs are the single most important food for long-term health. What do you first think of when I say the word carbs? Because that's always a word that's used. I'm on the low-carb diet, I'm on the no-carb diet, I gotta cut out carbs. What comes to mind?
Bread.
Yep, bread,
Pasta.
potatoes, bagels. Ah, yes. Oh, I don't have my bagel here. I love my bagel. I carry around this really rock-hard bagel just in workshops, and I always go, see this bagel? And I hold up a bag of sugar. They're the same exact thing in your body. Same thing. The way our body processes white and refined flours or anything made with it. But carbs, so we tend to think of bread and pasta and all of those things, but vegetables are carbohydrates. They're very important for our health. And they really do provide, vegetables alone provide almost every nutrient that we need to survive. So vegetables are a very important component. They also provide a very